In this video, we're going to look at how we can zoom into the display on our Mac. Let's go to my Mac. Now what we can do with our Mac is zoom into the display to make the whole display larger. Let's see what I mean, and then I'll show you how it is done. I'm going to go up to my Apple menu here, and we're going to go to About This Mac. We have this window that opens up, and I can see all the information about my Mac here. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to zoom into the display. Maybe I can't read it. It's a little bit small, so I want to zoom in. Well, all I need to do, since I have this set up, and I'll show you how you set it up shortly, all I have to do is just hold down the Control key, and when I hold down the Control key, I swipe up. I have a computer with a trackpad, so I swipe up with 2 fingers on the trackpad, and you're going to see my Mac is zooming in. I swipe down, and it zooms out. It zooms in on where my cursor is. So if I wanted to zoom into the upper left-hand corner over here, all I have to do is just hold down the Control key, and since my cursor is there, I swipe up with 2 fingers, and we can see it's zooming into that area. I swipe down, it zooms back out. If you have a mouse, you can also do this by swiping on the mouse itself. Use the scroll wheel on the mouse, and then you can zoom in and out while holding down the Control key. So how did I set this up? Well, this is an accessibility option. So what we need to do is go to our system preferences. So I go up to the Apple menu here, and then we go over to our system preferences. From here, what we need to do is we need to go to accessibility. Under accessibility, you're going to see zoom. This is where we have all of our different options for zooming into the display. Now, the way that I have this set up, this is the way that I prefer it, but you may want to experiment with this. But the way that I have it set up is we have the Control key used for zoom. I do have to turn this on. I select this to turn it on. What this will do is this will set, when I hold down the Control key, it zooms in. So I'm going to hold down the Control key, I swipe up, it zooms in. If I wanted to use a different key, what I can do is click in here and then use a different key. So let's say I wanted to use the Option key. And now we can see it is going to use the Option key. I'm going to go back to Control. So I click in here and hit the Control key. Our next option here is what is the zoom style? I like to have it as full screen. So when I zoom in here, it's zooming in using the full screen. But we can also set it to use a split screen as well as a picture-in-picture. If I go to split screen and then I zoom, watch what happens. It's splitting the screen. It's zooming in on the top and keeping the bottom at the same size, the regular size. I can also go with a picture-in-picture, and then what it'll do when I Control click and zoom in, it just zooms in as a picture-in-picture. So if I move my mouse over to the left here, it's going to zoom into that area there. If you want to change what that picture-in-picture is, you can go over to Advanced here, and then you can go and change the appearance of it. We can adjust the size and location. We can invert the colors. We can flash the screen. We can also set what the different controls are, what the maximum zoom is, what the minimum zoom is. Generally speaking, what I do is I leave this at full screen, and then I also, again, use the Control key. Like I say, you may want to experiment with it. Maybe you'll like a little different setting in there. But if you just want to give it a shot, just go and select this, select the Control key, and then all you have to do is just hold the Control key and you swipe up to zoom in. It zooms in where your cursor is. You swipe back down to zoom out. So that's how you can zoom in and out of your display on the Mac.